Everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm audible to you. Hello, guys. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So I think I should use one mic. I don't have mic, by the way, but also I'm gonna use it. Set of mic over there. So in today's live, I think I should shout more, okay? Because I don't think I'm talking clearly or properly over here. And yeah, I cannot even speak proper. I can not even speak English properly because I haven't practiced with anyone. So okay, in today's video, in this live, I'm gonna practice some backend stuffs. Okay, so okay, what the fuck am I doing? So I'm just gonna open this in our terminal. Okay, the terminal has opened. So what the heck? I think I should delete it. I should delete it. Okay, so here we have our terminal. We are going. What the fuck? What the heck just happened, man? My BS code crashed. Okay. My BS code just crashed. So it's okay. Not too much of a problem. Let me just clear it. CD refolder. Okay, we are going inside refolder and we are initializing one Node.js project npm init -y. So we have just initialized a project using, you can see one package.json file. Now we are gonna install Express to create server and Mongoose to deal with database. Okay, it's downloaded. So okay, in authentication we will only do this, and we will and yeah, we will also deal with some posts today. What are posts? I mean, like Facebook post. Okay, we will create create a post using recreate a post. Okay, okay, we will do these two things today because I had only studied these two topics in my last class from Syrians. That's why I'm gonna study these two. So I'm gonna create these two in this video, in this live. So just let me create the folder structure over here. We are gonna create one src folder in our root, and we are gonna create one app to create servers in our file. Okay, here we are gonna do two things. We are gonna create a server and we are gonna config the server. Okay, we are gonna do these two things in our app.js. So okay, let's do this. Const express. So require express is used to create the servers. So we are gonna create one app using Express. So we have create one instance which have all the abilities of Express. Okay, so we are gonna just uh, export this app in our main server file. Module.exports is equal to app. Okay, we've exported this app, and we are gonna create a new file in our root folder called server.js. Okay, and we are gonna okay, in server.js we have to load our env variables. Okay, we have to load our env variables at the first line of our code. So what we'll do, we will install .env package, and yeah, we also need to create this one .env folder, and we also need to create one git ignore. Okay, last time I just pushed all my env variables in GitHub, so it will be best to create one git ignore at the very first. So .env, and we're also gonna give your node modules because we don't want to push all these codes, okay, to our GitHub because they are heavy. Yeah, they are fucking heavy. So in env, okay, we haven't wrote anything in env, but if we want to load all these variables, environment variables in our server.js or in our app, we have to load these in the first line of our server.js file. So how do we do it? We will require .env and .config. Okay, so this one line helps to load all the environment variables. Okay, so yeah, we have to write this line of code in our first line. Okay, in the first line of our server.js. So we are also going to config this uh, package.json. We are going to write our own script, which is called dev script. Okay, npx nodemon server.js. Yeah, and we are also going to use nodemon, which will reload our server uh, every time our JS code changes. Okay, so yeah. So in that app.js, what are we gonna do? So we are gonna do nothing for now in app.js. In server.js, we are gonna require app because it is needed. Require dot slash not dot slash dot slash src slash app. Okay, our app.js. From app.js, I have required app, and here uh I will start our server app.listen in 3000 port. Okay, so in callback, I'll give console.log server is running at port 3000. Yay. Lol. Okay, let me check. So to run our server, we have just created one script tag, so we are just gonna use that. Npm run dev. Okay, we have created this dev script. So as you can see, when I hit npm run dev, this command line gets executed. Okay, npm npx nodemon server.js. So server is running at port 3000. Lol. Okay, the server is running successfully, and now our server is live. So what should we do now? We have already done this. We have already created one server, and we have run it. Okay, we have make it live. It is now running. So we have already created server. Now we are gonna create one database connection for this. Okay, So let me download one extension, dot env env hider. I don't want to show my env keys. How can I do it? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna just, so I am just gonna, not hustlers. Okay, so just let me search something called Raven's current. No, 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 no. Okay, just let me open this new private window. So not how can I hide my env keys in live? How can I using extension? What the fuck? Just open my chat GPT. Hey bro, how can I hide my env variables? Because I am doing live right now and I don't want to make it visible for everyone. Hmm. Close hide the env file immediately. Don't. No, no, no. I mean, there is extension, right? So I'm gonna pause this for a while. Okay, just wait. Pause. Why the fuck it is not pausing? I am in OBS. What the fuck it is telling to me? I cannot understand anything. Okay. So env key hider extension VS Code. env shield. I'm gonna just use this. Okay. So if I write Mongo URI equal to hello, is it blurred? No. Okay, it is blurred. Slash. Okay. Okay. Mongo equal to. Okay, very good. But it is not good enough. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna write Mongo URI equal to shit is equal to I'm gonna write one, not one. Okay, if I write anything here, it goes blur. Okay, very good, very good. So I'm gonna open uh, our MongoDB cluster, our MongoDB compass. Okay, I have already created one cluster in our MongoDB Atlas. So, I'm just connected this cluster. Okay, I have connected with the cluster. So I think okay, I haven't any database called a refolder, so I'm just gonna copy the connection string. Okay, this is my URI for okay. After this, I'm gonna go slash re dp. Okay, redatabase. I gave this the name of redatabase. Okay, so I'll just close it. I'll close it too. And what should I do now? And after this, okay, let us create one. Let us write the code to connect with database. So let me just create one new folder in our src called config. So we are writing all the code for database connection here. I'm gonna write database.javascript. Yes. So const mongoose equal to require. Okay, here we are gonna go. Sorry, my bad. Mongoose. So we are gonna create one function const connect connect man connect to db equal to, we are gonna create one async function. Okay, sync function. And okay, if we are gonna deal with async function, um we have to also give try what the fuck is happening today, try catch. Okay, so we are gonna handle catch before console.log cannot connect with database. Sorry. So here we are gonna print our whole error. So in try, which we are gonna do, we are gonna go response is equal to okay, we are gonna use await, and we are gonna write mongoose dot connect and we are gonna uh, we are gonna we are gonna use this mongo URI string or our API to connect with our database from our UNV file. Okay, how we can do this? So how we can do this? Okay, we can just write process.env dot mongo slash URI. I think it's the name of fuck. What the heck is happening? Okay, so I know no one will look this live, but also I think I should focus on my English speaking because I'm not very clear. So I'm not very clear about. So I'm not very clear with my English language. So I'm also doing this live to make my English better. So after connection, we are gonna connect it, connected to connected to database. Okay. So I don't think I have connected yet. Okay, after this we also have to export this function and run it in our server.js file. That's why I'm gonna export it. Module.exports, sorry, module.exports is equal to connect to db. So we have exported our connect to db from there, so we are gonna just import it in here. Require dot slash src slash config slash database.js. Okay, so we are gonna just run that function over here, and we can see here server is okay. Our database is connected. Okay, our server is connected with our database. So okay. So we have also created our database connection. Now we have to create our APIs. Okay, so we have to create our API. Okay, so what should we do now? We are gonna create our API. We are not gonna create our APIs randomly. We are just gonna think about it first. Okay, what should we do? So we should, at first we should create our API for authentication. Okay, for authentication. So how do we create API? We okay, we will divide it into two major folders. One is for controllers and one is for routes and another is for controllers. Okay, so we are just gonna create two folder called routes. We are gonna write all the routes in our routes. So and we are gonna write all our controllers in controllers. So okay, so in our routes, okay, so for authentication we are gonna create first for our authentication. Okay, so auth dot routes.js route.js. Okay, routes.js. Okay, mm, so whenever we create our APIs outside app.js, we have to create one router. Okay, so to create router we have to need express. Const express is equal to require express. Okay, so after that we are gonna create one auth router. Okay, this router is used to create all our API routes. So how are we gonna do this? We are gonna we are gonna use express dot router. Okay, so now we can use all our REST methods, just like get, post, path, okay, delete. We can use these methods with our auth router. So at first we are gonna create const auth router dot post method. Okay, why post method? Because we wanted to because we want to creates a user. Okay, we want to register a user. So we want to register a user, so we are gonna go with slash register. Okay, slash register. In slash register API, so here we have to write controller. Here we have to write controller, but right now we haven't we haven't created any controller. So let me just create one controller, new file. Okay, auth dot controllers.js. Okay, so here I'm gonna write all the controllers. So at first I'm gonna write register controller equal to sync. Okay, request and response. So response dot send, hello, I am register controller. Okay, this is this is just this response is for just to check either our register controller or our whole code is working or not. So we are just gonna export this module dot exports is equal to, we are gonna export one object, and here I'm gonna export this register controller, and yeah, for sure I'm gonna import that register controller from where, from require sorry my bad dot slash controller, sorry my bad controllers slash auth controllers studs. Okay, auth controllers. Okay, so we are gonna just use this here register controller, uh, and we haven't used these our roots in our main app dot not main in our app.js file, so we are gonna just use that over here. So how do we use it? App.use. uh, at first we need to import this. Okay, first we need to export it from here. Const, not const, my bad. Module.exports is equal to auth router. Okay, we are gonna export this auth router, and we are gonna just import this auth router equal to require dot slash, okay, roots slash auth roots. Okay, so we have imported our auth router, and we are gonna use uh, our auth router over here. So how can we use it? At first we are gonna use we are gonna write our API here. Okay, and we are gonna use our auth router here. So okay, auth router. So when to use this auth router? Whenever use hits slash whenever user hits slash API slash auth, then mm, then you can run this auth router. Okay, so the whole URL or the whole API for this register becomes slash API slash uh, what the fuck was there, auth and slash register. Okay, so if you hit this API you can get the proper response. So I'm just gonna cut this, and I'm gonna open our postman. Okay, so it will help me. So okay, we are gonna create one new request. In new request we are just gonna one post request, and user creation. Okay, not for user creation, I'm gonna just create one new collection for now, one blank collection. Okay, new collection. Don't save, we don't need to save anything. Okay, don't save the, don't save. Okay, I'm also new in this postman, so I don't know a lot about this. So I'm just gonna open this new collection. I'm gonna name it the folder. Okay, because I am re-practicing this. I've already learned some basics of this. So as Ankur Bhaiya said, I have to practice it again and again, so I am just doing that. So in the folder I am creating one new request, so it is for creating user. Okay, create user. So I'm just gonna create one post method, and we have our http colon slash slash localhost slash not okay slash API slash register, not register, slash API slash auth slash register. Okay, register. So we are just gonna hit this. Okay, hello, I am register controller, so our code is working fine. So our code is working fine. Okay. So can do something right now. What should we do? Okay, now we have to create one. So we have to create our user. Okay, so we have to create our user. So to create our user, we have to take some values from the user. Okay, we need some values from the user. So let's discuss about the value. Okay, we are gonna go with our Facebook type values. We are just gonna open one private window. Okay, we are gonna open facebook.com. So what Facebook is what values do Facebook take? Okay, first name, last name, birthday. We do not need birthday. Okay, we can just uh, we will just take first name. Okay, what the heck is this, man? Okay, we are gonna just take our name, not first name. We are gonna take username. Okay, we are gonna take username, total username, not first name or last name. We are gonna take email. We are gonna take password. These are the requirements. Okay, we are gonna we are okay. We also need gender, and you can also give your phone number if you can. Okay, phone number, it is also needed. So already have an account. So okay, not phone number. Okay, phone number, and we also need your game UID. Okay, it's like UID. It's like Free Fire UID, and your game name also. Your name, your email, your password, your gender, your phone number, your UID, your game name. So if you provide me all these, then I'll mm, create one user. Okay, so uh I'm just gonna create this, cut this. Okay, so we are gonna write uh we are gonna create one model. Okay, we are gonna create one model for this, for our users. So I'm just gonna go in source folder, and here I'm gonna create one folder called models. Okay, inside models, I'm gonna create, inside models we will create one file called user.models user.model.js. Okay, so at first I'm gonna need mongoose to create model, is equal to require mongoose. So after this we have to create one schema using mongoose. So how do we create schema? We need one user schema, and we have to create our schema using our new keyword, new mongoose dot schema. And we can pass two objects here. Okay, one object is for our data type, okay, data format, and one object is for timestamps, not time series. Timestamps is equal to true. If we give timestamps is equal to true, we can find out the, we can know the created time and updated time. Okay, so mm, as you can see, I'm gonna create this schema, and we have just discussed what do we need username. Okay, so we are gonna start from username. So just come this side. Okay, so we just need username for first username. So it will be one object, its type will be string. Okay, and is required, it is required because required equal to true, sorry, my bad, required equal to true. Please provide username. Okay, because username is needed. Without username, okay, we cannot do anything. So we don't need default value because username must be provided. We also need email. Okay, we can just copy paste it, shift alt down. Okay, required true, type string, please provide email. Okay, so after this, what do we need? We need password. Okay, we need password. Okay, sorry, I have to write email here. Fuck, I have to write email here, and yeah, after password I have to write gender. Okay, gender, it's not um it's not that type. string. Okay, so phone number, and here we'll give type of number, and yeah, it will be required. Okay, required true. Please provide fucking number. Please provide phone number. Okay, so UID. The fuck, I am writing this again and again. I just need to copy paste this. UID, and I forgot to give one comma here. Type number. Please provide UID. Please provide game UID. And yeah, game name. It is also not required. Okay, type will be string, and yeah, this much. So I have created one schema. Okay, I have created one schema, so I'm gonna create one model using this user schema. Const model equal to, not model, user model equal to is equal to mongoose mongoose dot model. Okay, so how to create model? So I'm just gonna write users. Okay, no matter what I write over here, okay, it's not a good practice, but also users. Okay, so even though if I write user here in our database, it will go in plural form, in our small case and plural form. Okay, lowercase and plural form. We are gonna create this model using user schema. So we have finally created our model. So we just have to export this. Export, not export, module dot exports is equal to user model. So I have exported this model, and after this, what do I need to do? I need to import this in our controllers. Okay, why controllers? Why controllers? Because we are gonna handle all our methods over here. Okay, so we just need our user model here. It's called to require. Okay, colon dot slash, not dot slash, with, okay, model slash model user dot model. Okay, user dot model dot js. So uh, we have required our model. So we created one user model, and we have also uh, we had also imported our user model in auth.controllers. Okay, in our auth controller file. So after this, okay, I have already told you earlier, if we are gonna use our async function, we have to wrap it in our try catch. Okay, I have learned this with by okay, I have learned this concept with our this sir चाय और code. Okay, चाय तो बनता ही है ना. So I'm just gonna console.log error. Okay, error. So, this error 진짜요. Not only error. Cannot create user. Okay, and we are just gonna write this, and we are just gonna write in auth controller, in register controller. Okay, in register controller. Okay, so in try block, we have to write code which allows me to create our user using these fields in database. So how should I do it? So while creating user, we have to perform some tasks. Okay, so how do we do it? At first, mm, let me think. Okay, I think I haven't. And okay, I have to take the user data. This data is given from the front end, so I have to extract that data. And after that, I have to check whether the user already already exists with same game name, or no, same UID. Game name, okay, game name you can give anything. Same UID, username, or email. Okay, I have to check whether the user already exists with same UID, username, or email. So if not, then I will create one. No. If not, okay, then I will hash the password using bcrypt. Okay, using bcrypt, I'll hash the password using bcrypt, and after that, I we not I okay, we have to check. Not only we will hash the password using bcrypt, and we will send the data in our database. We will store the data in our database. After that, okay, after that, what we will do, we will create one token using JWT. Okay, JSON web token. After that, what should we do? Okay, we will store this JWT token in our uh, we will store this JWT token in our response.cookie or cookie storage. Okay, cookie storage. We will store this JWT token in our cookie storage. So we have to do this, and after this we will send proper response to the front end. Okay, to the client. Okay, to the client. So let's do this. Okay, extract data given from the front end. So we will give data in our body in our JSON format like this. Okay, like this. What data do we needed? Username. Okay, in our JSON format, username is equal to, as you can say, test. Okay, and email you can say test@gmail.com. Sorry, my bad. Okay, test@gmail.com. Sorry, my bad. What the fuck just happened, man? Test@gmail.com. And what do we need? We need password. We are gonna give password test01, and we are gonna give the gender of male. Okay, and we are gonna extract the phone number, which will be our type number. Then I'll just keep 9898989898. Okay, and gender will also be test. Okay, test. So after this we have our UID will be 677 to 80 Okay, it's my game UID, and game name will be uh test gamer. Okay, so this is the data that we are gonna send from our front end, from our client side. Okay, so we have to extract all this data at first. So how do we do it? We are just gonna extract it from request.body. All this data will be received in request.body, so we are gonna extract all this data from request.body. So username, email, password, okay, gender, phone number, UID and game name. Game. Okay. And if you try to console it right now, as you can see, console.log username, only username. If I just want to console log username, then can I get it? Can I get it? Okay, let's check. Okay, let's check. What will we see? Sorry, we haven't sent any response, but as you can see, cannot create register controller type, cannot destruct the property username of body as it is undefined. Okay, as you can see, username is undefined. So why username is undefined? Can anyone tell me? Is anyone looking live? Okay, if you are looking, if you are in this live, then you can tell me what's the problem over here. Okay. So I had just watched that no one is watching this live stream. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one middleware which will help me to get the data. Okay. So where is our app.js file? So here is our app.js file. In our app.js, I'm gonna use one middleware called app.use express.json. Okay, this express.json middleware helps me to um, this app.js express.js will help me to receive this username. Okay, so as you can see, if I send this, and okay, you can look at test. Our username is test. Okay, nothing is showing in response because we haven't sent any response from our backend side. So that's why we have already done our step one, which is extracting the data given from front end or given from client side. Okay, so after that we have to check whether the user already exists with same UID, username or email. So we will just check. Okay, how to check? Const is user exist, is user already exist, on the basis of what? Okay, on the basis of uh, we have to use user model. I think we have already. Okay, user model dot find one. I think it's find one. Okay, it will take one object, and inside object we have one or operator. I think or operator, and or operator takes an array. Okay, or operator takes an array. So in array of objects, you can check on the basis of username, and you can check on the basis of email, and you can also check on the basis of UID. If it comes true, okay, if any of these comes true, then if each user exist, so if user is exist, then you can just write one code here like return let me check. Okay, return response dot status. We are gonna send 400 dot json, and we are gonna send one message. We are gonna write here user uh, cannot create user, cause user already exist with same data. Okay, so even I don't know what will be returned in user exist function. So okay, uh console.log is user exist. I just I just saw one problem here. Is user exist. Okay, so what's the problem in this code? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me what's the problem in this code? The major problem is we are when we are calling this database, we are not using await here. Okay, so the state will be pending. The state of this promise will be pending all the time. Okay, let me try response dot send. We are just gonna send one response for now. Okay, dummy response dot send success. Okay, so send. Okay. What is printed in here? It's some. What the heck is this, man? Cannot create user in register controller. Invalid namespace is specified. Okay. Mm, error response. Okay, error message will wait. ReadDB users. So, our database is created or not? ReadDB currently, any database is not created over here because we haven't sent any data in this project. Okay, in our database. So let's just skip this for now. Okay, let's just skip this code for now. Let us create one. Let us create one user. Okay, let us create one user um, using the given data. Okay, const user equal to, we will not has. Okay, we will just create it at first. Const user equal to await user model dot create. Okay, I don't know why suggestion is not giving, but okay, create, and here email will be email. Okay, email will be email, username will be username, and password will be password, and gender will be gender, phone number will be phone number, and UID will be UID. Okay, and like game name will be game name. Okay, so we will create one user using this. Okay, response dot send success. Okay, we will not send success, we will send response dot status 201 dot json. We are gonna just send the user. Okay, create one user. Error connection network, what the fuck happened? Send. Could not send. Why cannot you send, brother? Mm, what has happened? Error connect. Refused. Connection refused. So what if I just do this and npm run dev. Okay, error, something error happening here. Cannot create user. Cannot create user register control. Okay, invalid name is specified. Okay, sorry. The name of the database is not valid. Okay, that's the major problem here. So we are gonna just go in.env and okay. Shit, yeah. So I'm just gonna delete everything and I'm gonna open this MongoDB Compass. So okay. Oh, what the fuck? Slash. Okay. The I'm gonna delete this. Okay. I'm gonna delete this Mongo URI anyway, so that you cannot do anything. Okay. If I send request now, then shit, man. I think same npm run dev. Now if I send request, then okay, our user is created. Okay, our user is created. As you can see over here, our user is created, and if we see in our database, load it, you can see one G folder named database, and inside users, okay, yeah, our one user is created. Okay, so uh we can create user easily. So we have also created one user. Now we will create user properly. Okay, so it will okay, let's create this user properly. How do we create user properly? So we will check whether our user is exist or not. Okay, let's see here. Okay, if I try to create another user using the same data, what will it send me response? Okay, cannot create user because user already exists with same data. Okay, okay, now our logic worked properly, and sorry, my bad. Okay, again, what the fuck happened? I don't know. Okay, founded back request. As you can see, no user is created, and let us share the console. Okay, uh, what did it send the response? Okay, it sent the whole. It sent it the whole. Okay. If I change the username, like test01. Okay, on the basis of what? Okay, we will think that later. Okay, for now user already exists with same data, but is user exist? Okay, Hmm. So what if I just got it and write nested if each user exists dot dot username dot username if each user exists dot username is equal to our username, then we will send cannot create user because user already exists with same username. So if we try to create another same, here we will use else if user exists dot email is equal to our email, then we will cannot create user because user already with same email. And and if I do this else else I think I don't need this else response dot status. Hmm. Same UID. Okay. I think now this will work properly. If username, if this, if okay. So I'm just gonna change username at first. Okay. Uh, First I'm gonna change email test 0. The UID will be 30. Okay. If I send this, okay, cannot create user because user already exists with same username. Okay. Okay. So what if I change the username and I put the same email. Okay. Test 0 test. Okay. Username. Okay. Okay. But what if all three exist? What if all three exist? Okay. What if all the data are same over here? Then I'm writing another if here. If each user exist dot username is equal to username. Okay, I don't have to write this. Else is user exist dot pass not UID is equal to our current UID. Okay, else if okay, else nothing is here, then else response.json 400 status code. Sorry, my bad. Response.status, the error code will be 400 and our JSON message will be message cannot create cannot create user with same data. Okay, please change data. Okay, what if I gave all the data same? Cannot create user because it always has same username. Username. Okay, test 0. All these are same. Hmm. I think I have to check this first. Okay. So what will I do? If I'll just write this over here. I'll just copy this. Okay. All the conditions are true. Then yeah. What the fuck happened? Sorry. And what the his user exist? Why I can copy this? Okay, okay, okay. Just send this. Hmm. Sorry, I forgot return keyword over here. Return. Yeah, not return here. Return. Returned over here. And it here. Okay. Why this is not working, huh? Okay, 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 okay. I don't know what is happening here, but okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, I don't want to spend a lot of time in here, so okay, right now this is okay because user already exists with username. Hmm. Test@gmail.com. Test 6772 Okay, I think something is happening. Okay, we'll check that later. Okay, now we have also checked it and we will hash the password using bcrypt. So for that, I have to download bcrypt, npm install bcrypt, and I also have to download cookie parser so that I can store uh, data, our token in our cookie. So what is our brave uh, cookie parser? How to download cookie parser? I haven't used it a lot, that's why I am confused. Okay, I found it. Cookie parser. Okay. For now, we need bcrypt and cookie parser. So let's rerun our server npm run dev. Okay, we need two things over here. One is bcrypt, const bcrypt equal to require bcrypt. Okay, we are gonna hash the password using bcrypt. Bcrypt dot hash. Sorry, const. Okay, hash password equal to bcrypt dot hash. Okay, we need two data here. One is what to hash. We have to hash our password, password, and salt rounds. Okay, I don't know what is salt rounds, but it is something. Okay, so we have hashed our password, and we are gonna store a hashed password. We are gonna store the hashed password, as you can see here, pass hashed password. Okay, hashed password is created. And now we are gonna create this again. Let me stop checking this for now. Okay, let me stop checking this for now, and we will update our. What the fuck? Why the error is giving again and again? It is due to my slow internet. Ah, npm run dev. It is connected to database. How many user did I created? Controller. Let me just delete this user. Just delete this user. Okay. And let me just cancel it. And let me just do this. User validation failed. What the fuck? Promise pending. Okay. Okay, okay. In bcrypt we have to use await, okay? Because it will take time. Shit. Again. Uh, Send. Okay, as you can see, our password is hashed. Okay, you can see here our password is hashed. So after this, we will create one token. Okay, so here we will write JWT. Fuck, man, why we um, hide. I'm not creating any production level app. That's why it is just my project. So, yeah, I don't think it will make any difference. Okay, I'll just delete the old database. JWT token. It is just for practice. So I just need one JWT token. JWT secret. Token secret. Okay. JWT secret. Fuck. Why is it? Fuck. Fuck these bits. Unresealed. Disable. Uninstall. I don't need this shit. JWT secret. Okay, I'll go to toilet for now.